Hello class 201, I'm Nick Teacher, and today is Thursday, March 5th, 2020. Today we're going to be doing Grammar Space, page 78. So take out your Grammar Space book, open it to page 78, and let's get started. Pause the video if you have to. Okay, so Grammar Space. Past simple. A. Did you eat breakfast? B. No, I didn't. What does it say? I got up late this morning. Okay? So, some verbs change their forms irregularly in the past simple. Some verbs change their forms irregularly in the past simple. So let's look at an example. I go shopping on Fridays. But in the past, you say, I went shopping last Friday. Okay? Another example is, she teaches math this year. But when it's the past, you say, she taught math last year. Okay? Some verbs that change when it's in the past, let's look at them together. We'll do a couple. Go becomes went. See is now saw in the past. Know is knew. And then if we look over here at some examples, let's see, we have sleep becomes slept, or speak becomes spoke. Okay? So look at these words and understand that when it's in the past, they will change their form. Okay? But some verbs don't change their forms in the past. Okay? So we have hit is still hit. Cut is still cut. All of these words are going to stay the same. Okay? So, A, match the verbs with their past forms. Okay? So, pause the video, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause the video, and then we're going to go over it together and we will correct it, okay? So, pause. Okay, so number 1, say, that one should be matched up with saw. Okay? Number 2 is eat. This should be matched up with ate. Number 3, we have write. Okay, write should be wrote. 4 is going to be see. Wait. Oh, okay. So, sorry, I made a mistake. So number 1, say should be said. Number 4 is see, matched with saw. Okay? My mistake. Number 5, think is now thought. 6, sleep is now slept. 7, swim is now swam. 8, come is now came. Okay? Those are the answers for A. So pause the video, make sure you got all the right answers, and then we're going to move on to B. Okay? So, pause. Oh, okay. All right. So, B says, complete the sentences. So, we have the past, I blank new shoes yesterday. So, we have to write the past tense form, the simple form of past for the verbs, okay? So, pause the video, see if you can do it on your own. We're going to do it together right now. So pause. So number one. So the past simple form of buy is bought. So that becomes I bought new shoes yesterday. Number 2, make. That becomes made. So Dad and I made a bookshelf last weekend. Number 3 is go. We went. We went on a picnic last Wednesday. And number 4, Jeremy met Jessica 2 days ago. So make sure you have the right answers for B. Pause the video, and we're going to move on to the next part on the next page. Okay? So pause. Okay. Now we are making a question. So, yes, no. To make a yes or no question, place did before the subject. The base form of the verb is used. So, did, okay? So, did you sleep well last night? Did he, she, it, they, is that it, they? Oh, did he, she, it, Jenny sleep well last night? Did you, they, Jack and Paul sleep well last night? And the answer is yes, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, he, she, it did. Yes, she did, okay? So that is how you make a yes or no question, is you add did before the subject. So, did you do your homework? Did he eat his dinner? So, did before the subject, okay? And then that makes it a yes or no question. So you answer either yes or no. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Okay, so now, A, complete the question. Alex came home early yesterday. So now we have to say, turn it into a yes or no question. And how do we do that? We say did before the subject. So who is the subject? Alex is the subject. So it will be he, and then we put the did before. So did he come home early yesterday? Did he come home? Okay? So try and do, here, I'll write it up first. So number 1, did he come home early yesterday? So pause the video, see if you can do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by yourself, and then we will correct, okay? So pause. Okay, number 2. She wrote the novel 11 years ago. So, the subject is she. We do did before to turn it into yes or no. And then the verb, did she write? Did she write the novel 11 years ago? So it's important to know that when we're using the did, he, the verb that we're going to use is always the base form. So come, write, okay? So number 3, Brian told you the story. So the subject is Brian. We have the did and the base form of the word, of the verb. Did Brian tell you the story? Okay? Number 4. They saw the dog at the park. So our subject is in the middle. We have did at the beginning. And the base form of the original verb, see. Did they see the dog at the park? Number 5. So we put did at the beginning. The subject, Kate read the book twice. So what's the subject? Kate. And we have the base verb of read. Did Kate read the book twice? And our last one, number 6, we put did at the beginning. He taught Spanish last year. So, who is the subject? He is the subject. Did he? And then we have the base verb, teach. Did he teach Spanish last year? Okay, so that's for A. Pause the video to make sure you have the right answers, and then we're going to move on to B. Okay, so pause. Okay, B. Look at the pictures and complete the sentences. Then check the answer, okay? So number 1, did they, and then we have to pick the right verb. So number 1, 2 tennis players celebrating. So did they, and we look at the words up here, win the game last year? And then in the picture, does it look like they won? Yes, they did. So did they win the game last year? Okay, so that's number 1. So number 1 is win, and we check yes. Okay, now pause the video, do 2, 3, 4, and we'll correct it together. So pause. Okay, that was fast. Ready? So, did your father, and we look at number 2. What do you do with a picture? You take a picture. So it's going to be take. Did your father take the pictures? And if we look at the picture on number 2, it's not dad taking the pictures. So you should check, you check no. Okay? Number 3. If you look at number 3, we're talking about somebody getting a letter. So did you, and look at the words up top, did you receive the letter last week? Did you receive the letter last week? And we look at the picture, she did get the the letter. So we're going to check yes. And number 4. Did she wear? You wear sunglasses. Did she wear sunglasses yesterday? And answer, if you look at number 4, is she wearing sunglasses in the picture? No. So you should check no. Okay? So pause the video to make sure you have the right answers. And then we're going to go on to the next page, okay? Pause. Okay. All right. A. Complete the sentences. So, and we have to use the past tense of the word catch? Yes. So, what's the past verb, the past tense of catch? It's going to be caught. I caught a butterfly. I caught a grasshopper. Okay? So number 1, caught. We're using the irregular past forms of these words. Okay? So, but sometimes it's not always in the past. If we look at number 2, Dave, so it's going to be in the present form. So Dave speaks Greek. He speaks Spanish. Okay? So that's number 2. Because it's not in the past, we can just use the regular one. So Dave speaks. Or we could say spoke. Dave spoke Greek, he spoke Spanish. Okay, number 3, if you look at Sue. Sue, the good thing about cut is that cut is the same in either way. So we just write cut. Sue cut the celery, she cut the carrots. And number 4, in the past tense of see, what's the past tense of see? It's saw. Emily saw tigers at the zoo. She saw bears. Number two, if you want, you can make it spoke. It probably should be spoke, but speaks, we'll just make it spoke. That's my mistake. So number 2, let's make it spoke. Okay, he spoke. The past tense, irregular form of speak is spoke. Spoke, okay? Now, let's go into B. We'll do B. So, complete the dialogues. So we have the answer, yes, I ran to school this morning. So you gotta ask a question. And when we ask a question, remember, it's did, subject, what is it called? We're gonna use the verb, and it's going to be the base form of the verb. So, did, subject, base form of the verb. So do those by yourself, pause the video, and when you're done, we will correct it together for B, okay? Go. Okay, number 1. So, yes, I ran to school this morning. So we're gonna do did, subject, did you, base form, run to school this morning. Question mark. All right, number 2. No, the president didn't make a speech yesterday. So we have the did. The subject is, did the president, base form of the verb, make a speech? Yesterday? So did the president make a speech yesterday? All right, changing markers. Number 3. Yes, Amy sat next to Becky in the theater. So, did. Subject is Amy. The base form of the verb, did Amy sit next to Becky? Becky. Becky in the theater. And then number 4, no, they didn't see a shooting star. So, did, and then you're going to do the subject, did they, and then base form, see a shooting star. Okay? Make sure you have the right answers. Pause the video to make sure you got the right ones, and we're going to move on to C. Okay, so pause. How much time? 18 minutes. Oh, we gotta hurry up. Okay. C. Complete the dialogues in the past simple. Okay. So, C. I'm gonna go a little faster. 1. So we gotta complete the dialogue. Dad is the subject and fix is the verb. Okay? So, number 1, we gotta turn it into a question. Did, subject is dad, base form, fix. Did dad fix the chair in the garage? That's A. And then B, no, he didn't. And then the past tense form of fix for the irregular, he fixed the table. So pause the video, see if you can do 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do it together, right? So pause. Okay, we're back. So subject is Lucy, the verb is send. So did Lucy send? Did Lucy send the letter to her uncle? And then answer, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. She, no, I get it, okay. Sent, okay, sent. That's the past form. 3. So, firefighters So they and become. So did they become firefighters? And then the answer, no, they didn't. And then they became. So the regular past form of become is became. And fourth, we've got Mr. Bell and drive. So did Mr. Bell drive a taxi 5 years ago? And then B, no, he didn't. He drove. Drove. Okay? Okay, so make sure you got the right answers. Pause the video, and then we're going to move on to the last page. So pause. Okay, so the last page. Look at Tanya and Billy's checklist, complete the dialogue. So see if you can do this on your own. Remember, we've got did, subject, and the base form of the verb. So do that, pause the video, and we'll do it together, okay? So number one, did you buy a plane ticket, Billy? And number two is going to be, yes, I did. I bought, that's the past tense, I bought it last weekend, okay? Number three, me too, but I found a hotel. Found a hotel. I think it's didn't, but I didn't find a hotel. So, number three, I didn't, because did Tanya find the hotel? Tanya did not find the hotel on the checklist. So I didn't find a hotel. Billy found the hotel. So number four, I found. Past tense. I found a good hotel. Do you want information about the hotel? Tanya, that would be great. So number five, so we have did you exchange money? Billy, no, I didn't. Okay? He didn't. Billy did not exchange money. And then Tanya, did Tanya? No, I didn't. I didn't exchange money either. Let's go to the bank together. 8. Okay, by the way, did you read? Did, subject, base form of the verb, a guidebook from Mexico. And the last one, Tanya, yes, I did read. Okay? I'm very excited for the trip. So make sure you have the right answers. Pause the video, and we're going to do the very last part on B. Pause. So B says find the 5 mistakes. So pause, find them, and then we're going to go over them together.